Hello, lovely pen people. That was genuinely probably my 50th, 60th, maybe even 17th attempt of saying hello on camera. The thought just racks me with fear, and the words don't come out of my mouth properly, as they're not even now. This is my first YouTube video in about, I want to say, like 10 years maybe. I used to have a YouTube channel way back in the day, long since deleted, and it was incredibly embarrassing. But basically, coming at you with a video today, just swatching a few of the ink bottles in my collection. So I've got a couple of different brands, mainly Diamine and Sailor, but with a couple of other ones in there as well. And the paper I've got is brand new to me, is Tomoe River paper. I don't know how to pronounce that properly. I've probably butchered the pronunciation, as I'm probably gonna butcher the pronunciation of all these inks as well. So I do apologise in advance, and I hope that you can put up with me. I'm very annoying. Anyway, we'll get onto it. So yeah, this paper is a Tomoe River paper. I got it from Etsy, from the Chelsea Paper Company, or the Chelsea Pen Company. Let me just have a look. Yeah, the Chelsea Paper Company. And this arrived today. I've done a couple of little swatches in the back, just trying it out, basically to see how the inks sort of react to it. I do have a dip pen, which I was going to use to like do the writing, write out all the names of the inks. I got this one from eBay. The seller was selling it really cheap. When it arrived, it had like a massive sort of crack in the nib right at the end, and I thought it'll be fine, I'll sand it down. Got some sandpaper, absolutely butchered it, ruined it. So it looks like I need to get a new one of those, and a bit annoyed at myself. I don't know why I played around with it so much. I'm sure it would have been a lot better had I left it the way it was, even though it was incredibly scratchy and ripped the paper slightly. So I'm going to be writing down all the names of the inks and everything with my Kaweco Sport. I think this is like the Skyline range, and it's a mint colour with a double broad nib. So I'm relatively new to the pen hobby, well, fountain pen hobby. I mean, I'm very into like art and things like that. And I've just started collecting sort of fountain pens and inks. I've recently started a new job, and in that I'm taking down like a lot of notes. So I wanted something that was a lot nicer than your usual pen. So this one was the first bottle of ink that I ever picked up. It's a Noodler's Black Swan in Australian Roses, and I'm sure you've heard about it before. I'm sure you've seen it before. I mean, the following on this ink is pretty large, and I love it. It's so pretty, and I think it will always be one of my favourites, just because mainly that it was my first bottle of ink ever. Australian Roses. The ink that I've got in this pen is the Sailor Ink Studio in the shade 123. I love how it looks in the like double broad nib. You can really see all like the different colours from there, or in there. And then the Noodlers ink is such a beautiful, it's like a purpley burgundy sort of colour. When I first saw it online, it looked a lot more burgundy than it is in person. I do think that the Black Swan in British Roses is a lot more like reddy brown, like a true burgundy, if that's what you're after. But this is so beautiful, and it looks amazing even coming out of an extra fine nib. So yeah, absolutely adore it. The next one, we'll go for the Sailor Ink Studios 123, soon as it's in my pen. This one I was watching, I think it was MandaB on here on YouTube. She swatched it and it just looked incredible. And I loved like all the different colours in it. I think it was so interesting. And this one was like the first ink that I had come across like this. Oh my god, it's stunning. I love how it goes from like a really light pink to a really stormy grey sort of colour. It's got a bit of blue and a bit of green in it as well. Oh, beautiful. So, Sailor Ink Studio. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. And I think there's just something about like a glass ink bottle. I love how Diamine do like the 30ml bottles, because obviously an amazing price, especially here in the UK. But I just hate the plastic bottles. I don't know what it is. Are you the same, or am I just a bit of a freak? This next ink is the Diamine Damson. I don't know what made me pick this one up. I was just browsing on Cool Pens, I think. But this looks a lot more exciting than it did online. I also picked up the Diamine Music series, Vivaldi, I think it is, which is another damson colour, another purpley colour, but that one's a lot more purple. This one's got a lot more red and pink in it, but it's still, it's just beautiful. It's quite muted, which I really like. I mean, I like a couple of bright inks, but I really like those earthy sort of tones. Oh, I'm covered in ink already. Oh, I just think it's stunning. I must have said that about a million times already. So, Diamine. Damson. Oh, those three colours look so nice together. I think we'll go along this same, we'll just go in this order that it's on my desk. So this next one is actually my all-time favourite ink. I haven't seen many people talk about it, or I've not seen it much on any like YouTube swatching videos or anything, but it's the Diamine, the guitar series. I can't remember the musician's name, but it's the guitar thingy, Honeyburst, and it's just so beautiful. I got this in the 30ml plastic bottle, but I ordered a empty KWZ bottle from Pure Pens for £1, and emptied it out in there. And it's just a gorgeous, it's like an orangey, yellowy, and I haven't got the ink, but there's Noodler's Apache Sunset or Apache Sunset. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. So I think it's a little bit similar to that, but it's not quite as stark. This is a little bit more like muted, and it's got it's similar to the Noodler's Black Swan in Australian Roses, in the fact that you can put it in an extra fine nib pen, and the shading is just beautiful. Oh, it makes me so happy. I don't know how it's turning out on camera. It doesn't look as nice on camera as it does in real life, but honestly, it's so beautiful. And it writes really nicely, even on cheap paper as well. I mainly use Rhodia, but I have used it on ordinary copy paper, and it looked absolutely beautiful even on that. So I had to go back and delete a million apps and videos that I no longer needed, and I probably should have done that a long time ago anyway. So sorry for the bit of a change. Oh gosh, it's wobbling. Sorry for the little bit of a change up. I hope it hasn't bothered you too much. Maybe it's slightly better now, maybe it's slightly worse, who knows. I can't imagine that the video is going to turn out amazing at the end of the day. I'm filming it on my phone. I don't have any fancy equipment, haven't got any fancy microphone or anything. But yeah, so that's the first page done. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 inks out of the way and done. And then for the rest of the video, I've also got 4 more to swatch. So we'll go on to the next page. So most of them have ghosted a little bit, but the Honey Burst has actually bled through a little bit. I must have had quite a heavy hand, but you can just see how absolutely stunning all of those colours are. Like, I don't actually know what is my favourite. No, this one definitely is my all-time favourite, and then this one is also tied, but that's the sentimental reasons as well. So next up, we've got a really exciting ink. Again, you've probably already seen it before. It's very exciting to me, very new to me. It's the Troublemaker inks in the shade Milky Ocean. This one I got from a Facebook selling group for fountain pens and inks and everything like that. Obviously it's not available to get. I've got a feeling that they can't get hold of the materials, or they can't get hold of the dyes or something. So at the minute, production of it is actually stopped. But I think that's for the whole of the Troublemaker inks, not just this one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I read it on the internet or something. Well, I read it on the internet, it must be true. But I think that's right. So they are pretty hard to come by, particularly in the UK. I think Pure Pens has some in stock, but they're not particularly colours that appeal to me. And blues generally don't appeal to me either, but this one, it was just too stunning to pass up when I saw it for sale. Comes from the Philippines, same as Vinta Inks, I believe. They're both from the Philippines. And I just love the packaging, it's so cute. Is it a little cat? Oh, it's a little cat with a little cup of something cute. Oh my gosh, cute. And this one is like a mid sort of blue with like a really pale blue and a little bit of purple running through as well. So the next ink we've got is a Sailor Mano oh my god, Neko Yanagi or Neko Yanagi. This one's like a beautiful lilac colour. I've gone quite, I've used probably maybe like a quarter. Like a lilac-y, pinky, with a little bit of blue. Oh, beautiful. I don't know if you guys can let me know, like, is this like a sheening ink or is it like a shaded ink? Because obviously it's got like the different colours in, but it's not necessarily like a shine. So I don't know what the category sort of is for that. I don't know. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I've said that about a million times now. Sailor Mano. Neko Yanagi. And this next one is another Sailor Mano ink. This one's Sakura. Oh god, no, I don't know how you say it. Again, apologies for absolutely butchering all of the pronunciations. I got a sample of the Sailor Shikori in Sakura Mori, and that is, oh, beautiful. But then this one was an offer. I think whoever I got it from, I think it might have been Pure Pens. I don't know if they're stocking it, but it had some money off it. So I thought, oh, I'm sure it can't be that much different. And I was obviously very wrong. This isn't like a pink. It's like an orangey, peachy, with like a tiny little bit of pink in it. But I just don't, I'm not a fan. So I have got a bit of regrets with this one. I mean, I'll still use it. It's still a really nice ink, but it's just not particularly, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, I might put it on to do like a trade or a swap or something, either on Reddit or on Facebook, for a different colour. I really want the, is it the Ha Ha? That one's really popular, I believe. But it's another sort of like pastel, sort of pale blue, which I really like, sort of more pastel colours. But you can't beat these bottles and the packaging. Oh my god, it's absolutely stunning. I just love it. Like, I want it as a poster. Is that really sad? So Sailor Mano. Sakura. Lovely jubbly. And then finally, the last ink that we're going to swatch today, oh my gosh, the camera's really shaky, I do apologise, is the Vinta Inks Bodabill. And it's also called Harlequin, which is a lot easier for me to say. Maybe I should have done a little bit more research on how you pronounce the names before I actually started doing the video. So yeah, another really gorgeous bottle, really nice packaging, appreciate it a lot. I don't know if I'm supposed to shake this one off because it is more of a, this one is definitely a sheening ink. It's always really tight, that lid. I haven't actually put this in any of my pens yet. I'm just so terrified that I'm gonna mess the pen up. I think I might put it in like a Jinhao shark, or maybe I need one with a slightly thicker nib, wider nib. But oh, this is unlike any ink that I have ever seen before in my whole entire life. So it goes on a really dark, rich plum colour. I think the colour that it first goes down as, I think that's what I was expecting the Diamine ink, the Damson one. Clearly I don't look at the swatches properly online. But oh, it's just like such a stunning colour. And I got this Tomoe River paper especially for this ink. The sheen does not show up on Rhodia, or I've got some Clairefontaine paper as well, and it just does not show up whatsoever. However, on this paper, it's like magic. I feel like I'm at Hogwarts or something. I feel like this, like Harry Potter would have written with this. Beautiful. So Winter inks. Harlequin. Oh gosh, I don't know how to spell it. Is it one N? Is it two N's? Have a look. One N. I did it right. And I'll write that other name on it as well. And I have got some more inks and stuff to swatch maybe in the next video. And I've also got a bunch of samples to swatch as well. Some of them only have like a really tiny amount in them, which, to be fair, swatching is probably going to be the most use I'm going to get out of it, because I haven't got a syringe or anything yet, so I'm going to find it really difficult, I think, to put it in a pen or a cartridge or anything like that. So I'm just gonna like waft it a little bit, maybe it'll make it dry a little bit faster. I mean, that's literally not working at all. You can see it as it's slowly drying. It's going like a really rich emerald green. That's probably even brighter than emerald. It reminds me of the green that like the Joker has. Is his hair green? Or is his hair green, or is his suit green? I'm not too sure. But it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's not completely dry yet. I'll show you what's on this page again. So we started off obviously with like the Noodlers, Black Swan and Australian Roses, and then this Sailor 123 here is just dried absolutely beautifully. You can see a lot of like the green and stuff. And then the Diamine Damson. It looks quite shiny. Maybe it has a slight sheen to it, but or maybe that's just how the ink is. I'm not 100% sure. My favourite. Oh no. It's okay. Safari. This one is a really pretty colour. It reminds me of like the colours that like Robert Oster comes out with. I love all of the colours in that range of inks. However, I do not get on with the inks themselves. What did I try? I tried Motor Oil, and I thought I was going to absolutely love it, but I absolutely hated it. It was so thick, it just didn't come out my pen right. Yeah, I don't have a lot of love for that ink, and it has put me off trying other Robert Oster inks. I have got a sample of Viola, which actually is very, very nice, but again, it's quite dry, and I find that it doesn't come out of a pen as nicely as some of my other inks. So this one is pretty much dry now, and you can just see the green sheen. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. This would be a really amazing ink, I think, to like draw with or sketch with. I think you'd be able to get some like amazing effects with it. And then this is so beautiful as well. It's converted me to blue ink. seeing my general colour palette that I like, I think I have a type, very earthy tones, some more like interesting and pastel colours as well. So if you've got any recommendations for me of inks, particularly because I'm a lot newer to the fountain pen community, they would be greatly appreciated. And hopefully I shall see you soon. Hopefully I'll be doing another video shortly, and I'll get that up to you as well. I hope I haven't bored you too much. I know I've bored myself. But yeah, take care, guys.